Hey guys, it's your humble host, or kid if you prefer. So I'm back with another video. I'm doing a video response to a situation I've just been kind of observing from afar, kind of close, kind of not. The reason why I'm responding to this because it has to do with a group of people I float around. Unfortunately, I'm not really active online due to my job and other stuff, and so, but I wanted to respond to this particular thing because I kind of want to talk about one of the users that was involved in this scenario, just kind of give feedback to the response video and kind of explain some things. Now, this is not a video bashing said user, but I really feel with someone who is also high functioning autistic to explain some things. So the background of the scenario, I'm going to put all the videos in the link in the description below. These videos in the description were done by a user named Queen Serafina. So Queen Serafina talks about how one of their members, 1 to 2 or 3 of their members, including themselves, was constantly harassed, cyberstalked by a user of the name Falconic. This involved alt counts being made, very graphic and gross things being sent. Leo was also, if you guys know who Leo Convoy is, that's the user I kind of want to touch upon just a little bit. Leo Convoy's children was threatened with rape. Yeah. So anyway, I want to take time to respond to this video because as I said, I've been watching this from afar. The video response is 13 minutes long, so this is going to be a long video. I do apologize. I would do my best not to ramble, but no promises. Anyway, let's start with the video. If you have not watched it, have you give a little bit of context of what Falconic is going to say in here, I recommend watching all the videos listed in the description by Queen Serafina, and there might be one by the user that was constantly cyberstalked for like over I want to say a month, if not quite a few months. Is this the same user that stalked Misanthropony for a full year? Because there was another one that stalked Misanthropony for like a full year over something really stupid, and I think it had to do with Star Wars. Anyway, a lot of nut jobs floating around. Anyway, you want better context to what is being said here in this video, you want to go watch those, and then come back here. If not, if you want to do it backwards, it's up to you. Either way, let's start this. There we go.
Yo, it's Bloodlord here, or if you're watching this video, you probably know me by Falconic Chaos. So I just wanted to make this video real quick to let you know that just because you called my mom and got me grounded from my computer doesn't mean that I'm not gonna make a response on you. You made a whole fucking, what was it, I think it was a 20-minute video or something. I don't even remember, but you made a whole ass video talking about me 8 days, 2 weeks after this shit even happened. And it's just like, what the fuck, because you're sitting there in the call that you had with my mom, twisting up the facts and shit, talking about some, he's just lying about this, that, and the other. Like, shut your ass up, man.
You were caught lying several times, my dude, and you were warned several times by not only Leo, but by a few others. What you did was really heinous, and this is not something that you do. Because I know you mentioned it's for clout and attention later on in the video, and I know I'm getting ahead of the video here because I've already sat through this 13-minute and 17-second video. This is not what you do. You were warned several times. Again, many people were observing the situation from the outside. This is not what you do online. I don't care what you're seeing. No.
I don't know what the fuck I'm lying about, because I tried to text your stupid ass on Discord just, what was it, 3 weeks ago. I tried to text you on Discord to tell you the reason why I couldn't delete the accounts. I was gonna tell you that the reason why I couldn't delete all of the accounts, the reason why I stopped at number 6 with the accounts, was because after you add your phone number on so many goddamn accounts, it makes it to where your phone number isn't valid to be used on any more Twitter accounts for another month after you delete the accounts. So I first have to delete the account, and then after I delete the account, I have to wait another 30 days before I can use the phone number on another fucking account to delete that one. But you don't care to hear that, do you? You don't care. Instead, you just want to go and just assume shit and push me to the side because, oh hey, look at me and my ego. Seriously, man.
Okay, again, to start off, you should have never even made these accounts. You don't go out of your way to cyberstalk and harass people and expect no one to respond to you the way that they did. Again, many people, including myself, who are watching this situation from afar, you were warned several times to quit. You were warned with Misanthropony to quit with the alternate accounts. You did it to Mintheart. You made it several accounts of Minthearts, and then you went and did it to Queen Serafina. So no, this is a bullshit excuse, because you went and did this with 3 different people. The first 2 you were warned, and then when Queen Serafina made her video on you, at that point, it does not matter what the excuse is. None. Does not matter whatsoever. You should not have done this to begin with, and the fact that you went out of your way to do it to a third person when you were warned about the first 2, no, it does not matter. It does not matter at all.
I tried to tell you, and you didn't listen. Instead, you just instantly went to call my mom, even though I deleted all the videos. I deleted my social medias and shit. I deleted as many Twitter accounts as I could, and then I went and I tried to tell you the reason why I couldn't delete the rest of the accounts. And what did you do? You just, I don't care, piss off, and you instantly banned me from your server before I could even explain myself. So that's on you. That's your goddamn fault.
No, that is your fault. Your behavior was psychotic. I don't care if you're autistic, I'm high functioning myself. No, you do not know how. And for those of you, look, before you guys watch this, because I'm going to stop right here, the latest video that Queen Serafina put out was a recorded phone call between Leo Convoy and this guy's mom because of just how bad this stuff got. So he's pretty much trying to put the blame onto Leo for his misfortune with his mother, and it's like, no. You were warned, you were told not to do this several freaking times. You were asked to stop. I think I was even present for one of those stupid calls, just one time, of me poking around when I had the day off. No, doesn't matter, this is your own fault.
And the fact that you're still sitting up in here sending us voicemails, phone calls, and all types of bullshit, even up to this day, is just fucking ridiculous. You want to tell me about being obsessed, but look at you. For real, man. You think that just because you called my mom, I'm not going to make a response on this bullshit you posted online?
You were supposed to be offline. When they contacted your mother, that was the end of any and all contact. When Leo spoke with your mom on the phone, and she said, you'll never contact them again, that was it. Nobody wants to talk with you. You need to get offline and deal with your stuff. Stay offline, period. This is not an option. They don't want to talk with you. Do not reach out. At that point, it is beyond the point of escalation and is to the point to where there is no contact. But you don't seem to understand that, and you need to understand this.
The fact that you'd even get my mom involved in the video is just fucked up entirely, because she doesn't even want to be on the internet, but it's like...
He had to pull your parent, your mother, involved because they could not get you to quit. You escalated it to rape threats, to very pornographic images that you were posting on one of the alts, posing as someone else. So... no, you were doing this, and I believe Mintheart is still a minor, if not barely an adult, 18 to 19 years old. I don't quite remember. But no, you were doing illegal shit. So, in the phone call, as I said, you guys, the third video that Queen Serafina put out, Leo went to this guy's mom instead of getting the cops involved. There was legitimate evidence And it was very much, what's the word I want to look for? Not prevalent, but very appropriate if Leo went to the cops. He decided to go to your mom instead of getting you into legal trouble. You should be thankful instead of bitching. But again, I don't think you understand the ramifications and the severity of your actions.
Whatever, man. You didn't you guys didn't even look at this video. Like, you was talking about how I made a third response video. You didn't even watch that, so I don't know why you had to bring it up. But yeah, and the reason why I left the Discord call was because you did scare the shit out of me. Okay, you scared the shit out of me, reading me out to my information, so I left the call. Okay.
Which is good. Good they scared the shit out of you because it's a lesson you need to learn. Now, let me clarify something, because let me explain a little, because people are going to scream, were they doxing this kid? No. So, let me explain a little bit about what Leo Convoy does, because he's also helped me with some issues in regards to my own community, if you even want to call it that, or server. Leo is what you consider one of the old guards of internet. He doesn't stick to one particular community, and as far as I've seen and known him, I'm not real close with him, so I'm not going to pretend that, but he's been consistent with his actions. So what Leo will go and do is he will protect the minors in whatever community he's floating around. There's quite a few of them that I know he's constantly in contact with, and there's some that were, as we would say, past survivors or past victims themselves, so he's had to deal with certain levels, severity of situations of these minors, predators coming to mess with him again. I know he helped get one out of her situation, so he's considered an old guard. Very watchful, still very careful with the way that he does things, because he has his own family. So, when Leo read out this kid's information, because again, this kid had been warned multiple times, he was doing cyber stalking, impersonating people, posting very nasty stuff, sending very graphic images, and posting them on these alt accounts, making it seem that the person he was impersonating was actually posting this stuff themselves. So, Leo, this was the final straw. It's like, kid, I know your parents. I will go to your parents if you do not quit. I'm done asking. I will now take action. So, again, to reiterate the point, you should be very scared at this point, because, as I said, not everybody's going to take this laying down. I've actually had to get parents involved when I used to do this stuff here and there. I don't do it anymore. I don't have the time. I don't have the mental energy. But yes, when we adults see that there is minors doing some horrendous shit and getting themselves into deep trouble, we will try to find a way to get in contact with the parents. Not as doxing, none of the parents get exposed. There's actually one individual I had to help pull offline because his situation got so freaking bad because he was low functioning autistic and didn't know how to deal with himself or the interactions of those around him. So thankfully, he has now been pulled offline permanently. So this is a similar scenario, but this kid knows what he's doing. He's aware of what he's doing. He's been asked multiple times to stop. So, with Leo, as I said, he's an old guard and he will do the right thing to protect the minors in his community, and there are others who will help. Again, this is different from doxing. Doxing is where you get someone's info and you post it all over the web. And let me clarify what doxing is. Doxing is one's personal information that they themselves do not expose or attach to their YouTube name or online persona, what have you. So, Leo will reach out to parents if it's necessary, because he cares about the community he's in, and you unfortunately poked the wrong bear. Like, instead of getting the police involved, he got your mother involved. He had every legitimate reason to get the police involved, but he chose not to. Chose your mom instead.
Okay. And the reason why I did all the shit that I did online, well, it's not a good reason, but I did it because I was trying to get clout and views. I was doing it for clout, And the lies that I told them all on purpose. I left information out on purpose so that you guys would suspect me and give me clout and attention. Alright? I did it to get attention. I could have hid those accounts whenever I wanted to, but I put my name in them on purpose because I wanted to gain attention, you know? But yeah, I think it's pretty fucked up that you sit in the call the whole time that you're talking to my mom, just sitting there in the phone call, sitting there talking about oh, he's lying about this, that, and the other, twisting all the fucking facts and shit in the background.
Again, you have been caught lying several times about the crap you did. You have been told several times to stop, from what I can tell. So, no, like, I listened to that phone call. Your mom was actually quite horrified to learn what you did, and what you did was documented. A lot of that is shown in Queen Serafina's videos. Nothing was twisted. You went out of your way to do horrendous shit, and I don't think it was for clout. I don't even think it was for attention, because I don't know how long you've been on the internet. I really don't. That's not going to get you clout. That's not going to get you attention. Those people usually get run off, as you have now been run off. I think, for whatever reason, I don't quite remember how this freaking bullshit started or why you went out of your way. I want to say this is the same dude that started crap with Misanthropony over something about freaking Star Wars. I don't remember if this is the same guy. But no, dude, no. You went out of your way to bully people, thinking that you can bully people, and I don't know what you're struggling with in your real life. None of my business. But whatever it is, you try to take it out on a group of people, and one of those people ended up being a dad that knew how to smack back and went, no kid, you're gonna sit down, shut up, and quit.
Listen, man, I don't care, because you sat there in the video talking about, sitting there in the video talking about I live in Texas. I doubt that he's gonna come up here, so it's not really that big of a deal. Well, if it's not that big of a deal, then why are you still sitting here calling us, sending us messages, sending us fucking voicemails, emails, and all types of bullshit, even up to this day?
That was explained to your mother, and it sounds like you watched Queen Serafina's video in regards to the phone call with your mom. Leo explicitly said that he has a daughter who is a past survivor/victim herself, and when you threatened to freaking rape her, you sent her into a convulsion of panic attacks and possibly a bunch of traumatic triggers. So, yeah, he's gonna take it seriously because he's protecting a survivor/past victim of actual rape. And again, I don't know if you're high functioning, but from just the way that you're speaking, the way that you're communicating, you were high functioning. And I don't think, because there's enough about the situation that's known, I don't think you were trolling, because you tried to pass this off as trolling too. I think you went out of your way to purposely mess with certain people and make those threats about Leo's daughter, because you know full well it'd get to them. This is not like, you're trying to play mind games here, and hopefully this is your last video, but no, you knew what you're doing. Like, you're autistic, which is fine, but you're high functioning enough to know what the frick you're doing. Come on, man, get out of here.
It makes no sense. And you actually thought that I wasn't going to make a response because of this shit. The only reason why I'm making a response is because you decided to put my new channel name in the video like a fucking moron, when you knew the reason why I changed. Yeah, you knew the reason why I changed my name, because I don't want to be linked up to this shit anymore.
Well, too bad. Here's what happens when individuals like yourself get outed, get run off the internet. They're kept an eye on for quite a while. That means any new accounts. Oh, something else I forgot to mention, because this is talked about in Queen Serafina's videos. This guy went out of his way to defend certain pedophiles online that have been outed as such, among other things. And so when you have people like yourself who display this sort of behavior, go out of their way to harass, imitate, and stalk people, you are kept an eye on. That includes any new accounts you may make, any new interactions, because people like you, for the most part, do not change. You guys come back in some other form or another, and more people come forward with your bullshit. So hopefully this is not the case. Hopefully you have very much learned your lesson that you cannot just poke at whoever you want online and expect nothing to happen. In this case, someone was very gracious and merciful with you. Again, instead of catching legal trouble from your garbage, they went to your mother and had her deal with you.
Okay, I'm done with it. I gotta be honest, I didn't think that I was gonna have to face all this bullshit after all this was over. I didn't think that I was gonna have to face all this.
See, that's your problem. You didn't think out your actions. You just did it thinking that there's going to be nothing wrong. Again, this is the internet. Anything pretty much goes. And you can't just poke at anybody you want. You can't just start to go after anybody you want, because not everybody's going to respond the same way, and it's just the most dumbest shit you can do. With Leo Convoy, again, I am highly surprised he didn't go to the cops, but he took the more merciful route and even stated in that phone call, if your mother was going to deal with you, he did not have to take legal precautions. He did not have to take this to legal ramifications, which, in my opinion, I think that would get you more help. I don't know your mom. From the phone call, she sounded very much horrified. She was very grateful for the way that Leo had handled this and actually came to her before going to the authorities. So, and I really hope that you actually listen to your mother and respect her and stay the hell offline. You do not need to be online, because if you didn't think this was going to get you a load of crap, you are going to get yourself into much deeper shit later if you do not take a step back and analyze what the hell just happened. Like, I'm not being rude, for real, dude.
Okay, and you decide to go and put my new channel name into the video, even after I asked you guys to leave me alone on multiple occasions. As a matter of fact, just the other day when I asked you guys to leave me alone, you instantly went and called my mom and fucking told her that too.
You were not supposed to be online. You were not supposed to be contacting them. What don't you not understand? They're going to make sure people know about you and to stay far away from you. Whether it's your new account, old account, whatever. What you do online pretty much stays attached to you for a very long time. Now, unless there is a great bout of change that comes from your end, and this is, of course, after you deal with your stuff, and after you're allowed back online, but you're not supposed to be contacting them. They don't, at this point, they don't want to hear anything from you. They don't care. So when you continuously reach out to them, they're going to contact your mother because it means you're online and you will not leave them alone. They have every right to warn people about you and your new accounts. This is what you're not understanding, and I really hope you take the time to analyze. I know this video is like a week old. I just found it again. Busy schedule, so anyway, but yeah, stop trying to contact them. Period. Leave them alone.
She told me, and then you kept on telling her, oh, there were conversations and all this and that other bullshit, telling her all this bullshit in the phone call that you cut out of the video. And I know that you cut it out of the video because she told me what you were telling her as you were saying it. So, whatever. And then, yeah, you also sat in the...
You have no citation. You're not even... The phone call is out there in recorded form. In Queen Serafina's video, link in description below. You have no examples of what was supposedly cut out. You're pulling stuff out of your ass now. No, take responsibility, take a step back, analyze your actions, realize there is major consequences for the bullshit you did, and be grateful this was not escalated any further.
The phone call talking about how you weren't hacking my accounts. Well, if you're not a hacker, then what the fuck are you?
Oh boy.
What are you then? How are you able to just find my information if you're not a hacker? Only a hacker does that, man. There's no way that you were able to find my parents' phone number, my real name, my fucking childhood YouTube account of all things, and sit here and try to convince me that you're not a hacker.
Oh, honey, which this really shows how little you know about the internet. I know how to find people's information if they leave particular breadcrumbs around without hacking. You do not have to be a hacker. You can find people through their photo, their Twitter usernames, anything they may have leaked onto their social medias, including Twitter, emails. If they know the email that you use for a YouTube account, they could see if anything pops up with it. You don't know how to be on the internet at all from what it sounds like. And then, again, you don't have to be a hacker. I'm not a hacker, but I know how to decrypt people's info when I need to. Now, this is like special situations. Again, I'm not part of those anymore. I don't have the time or mental energy to do anything like that anymore. But no, this shows just how naive, how very naive, and it's scary how naive you are. I don't even know why you were allowed on the internet to begin with. But yeah, no, you can find people's information if they leave breadcrumbs around, and it sounds like you left a lot around on your social media accounts, and this is how your stuff was found out. This is how your parents were found out. It's not that hard to find somebody's stuff if they don't have all of their stuff on lockdown, and if they use the same username or image for all of their stuff. Now, certain people like myself, I do it, so you know, it's me. I don't care. I know how to cover my stuff. I know how to interact on the internet. I know how not to leave breadcrumbs around. You do not, and that's actually very scary and very dangerous, because in a way, and I want to reiterate, and there's some people, or a lot of people on my channel who don't know who Leo Convoy is. I've clipped him. I actually did a clip a little while ago. Leo Convoy, I don't care if you're nice. Like I said, I have a lot of respect for this particular user, Leo Convoy, simply because of his behavior that I have seen in the past few years now. And what he's been able to handle, and the fact that he actually brought something to my attention that had to do with my own Discord server, because I was busy. I wasn't aware of the crap that was going on with my co-host at the time. Not fun thing to find out, by the way. But anyway, so yes, I have... This is why I can actually vouch for Leo Convoy, and I'm not being asked by anybody to do this video. I really wanted to respond to this because there's been a few people that try to label Leo Convoy as a pedophile. No. He goes into Papa Bear mode, and as much as I can butt heads with people and get them to pretty much F off when I need to, this is one of the users that not even I would go out of my way to mess with, because I freaking know better. Just because I've seen how he is. I've seen how he handles himself. He very much cares about those close to him. And again, Falconic, you booked the wrong bear with your stick and you got bit. This is not a person with malicious intent. This is somebody who got very protective of the minors in his community and his friends, and certain minors are past survivors. So, again, I don't think you understand the gravity or the severity of what you did, and you're lucky, you were very lucky, Leo did not take this to legal trouble.
There's just no way, man. There's absolutely no way. I just want to say, man, like, this is just entirely fucked up. There is a bunch of communication errors because you banned me from the server before I could tell you what was going on. And then I was busy sitting there explaining myself to you through the phone call, and you was just sitting there telling me that I'm a blatant liar throughout the whole fucking thing. Telling me that I'm lying about the Twitter accounts and shit. How am I lying? How?
How are you not lying? You've been caught lying several times and told to quit with the Twitter accounts. Who is going to believe you at this point? Nobody. They got tired of your crap. You were told again about Misanthropony and Mintheart stopping your crap with them when you made, I think, was it 7 to 8 alts of Misanthropony and I think like 5 to 6 of Mintheart, posting some very horrendous shit, mind you, on both accounts, and then you went out of your way to do it with Queen Serafina again after being asked to quit and stop with the other two users. Something is not clicking. You are not understanding this. So no one is going to believe you at this point. Nobody. And they got tired of it, and you were told not to contact them, and you still did it anyway.
How am I lying? You of all people should know that you can't just add your phone number to a bunch of Twitter accounts and then have it just, not expire like that. Like, you have to wait another 30 days after you use the number on so many accounts.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And you're just repeating yourself, which is making me repeat myself. So I think I'm going to end it here. I might skip a few minutes ahead to see if he says anything new that I should touch upon. But yeah, I forgot to mention he kind of repeats himself a little bit throughout this video. But the accounts should not have been made to begin with. At all. None. Zip. You were told to leave Misanthropony alone. Then you started messing with Mintheart. Did the same thing. It does not matter. It does not freaking matter if the number expired or whatever the frick excuse it was or technical difficulty. The point is, you should not have made these to begin with, and you should not have continued with Queen Serafina. That's it. End of discussion. There's nothing.
You know this, but you still go on the call and tell my mom that I'm lying.
Okay, you're repeating. Okay, let me see. I'm going to skip to 9:45 because I can't remember if there's something new here.
You basically just pushed me away. You didn't want nothing to do with me. And now suddenly here you are making a fucking fool out of me, my mom, and other...
He didn't make a fool out of your mom. The only person that got made a fool of was you, and you did that yourself. Again, broken record. You were asked multiple times to quit. Your mom, he was very much respectful with. He didn't jump on her. She was very apologetic, said, oh my gosh, I didn't know half this stuff was going on. I'm getting on this right now. We're going to get to the bottom of this. He did not make a fool of your mom. You're trying to use your mom as a shield. It's not going to work. He was very respectful to your mom.
The people in the video. Seriously, man. It really makes no sense. It really, really makes no sense. You guys know that I'm not a rapist. I don't fucking rape anyone.
No, they don't know that. They don't know that because there has been other people around your age who have been outed for heinous shit online. No, they don't know anything about you. All they know is that you were cyber-stalking people, that you're harassing them, that you're sending graphic messages on Twitter, posting a bunch of heinous shit, impersonating people while you're doing this. No, they don't know you at all. And again, because of the people that Leo has underneath his care and guard, you poke Papa Bear with the stick. No, they don't know you. He's going to go in protective mode right away. Again, you were asked several times to quit. Your autism is not an excuse. And because I don't know if you're playing stupid right now, because there's different levels of high functioning. If you're not, and I know this sounds kind of weird for anyone who doesn't deal with social media or hangs around certain parts of the internet. No, I'm not talking about the shady parts, but just in general, if you do not know how to interact online, if you do not know how to present yourself online, you're gonna get yourself into trouble. You're gonna get your stuff found out. You're gonna get into a whole world of shit that you didn't expect because you don't know what the hell you're doing. Falconic, you don't know what the hell you're doing. You thought you could bully a bunch of people online, and you thought wrong, found out the hard way. And unfortunately, your parents, your mom had to be pulled into it because it sounds like someone else was in the room she was also talking with. It could have been your dad or another relative, I'm not entirely sure, but your relatives had to be pulled into this to deal with the crap that could have possibly potentially come to their door in the forms of them getting a police visit to deal with the illegal shit you were doing.
that alternate account that I made, yeah, you're sitting here talking about, oh, he's promoting it online, man. What? How am I promoting it? How am I promoting it? What I did on the account, what I wasn't trying to promote it. What I did was I posted a bunch of pictures and shit, a bunch of porn, a bunch of gore, you know, simple shit. And then I went into the DMs and I was, I don't know, I was just sending random shit. And one of the things that I sent happened to be rape. And
Let me explain something to you. So, again, this just shows how naive and unaware you are about interactions online, much more YouTube, Twitter, the issues that's been going on with them. You do realize that Twitter has a pedophile problem and they post similar shit online to promote it. Like, you are aware of this, correct?
now all of a sudden Leo wants to use this against me and be a dickhead about it. I mean, whatever, man. But I'm gonna be done with YouTube for a while because now you want to put my new channel name into your fucking video like an asshole. So I probably...
No, people are going to keep tabs on you. This is what you don't understand. You don't get to run away from this. Whatever new username, because there are certain people who do this. There's certain users now in certain communities like Kirill the Wolf, which you came to his defense like a moron. Vita is kept an eye on. Toon Critic is kept an eye on, which I heard you try to defend him too. Like, what in the actual hell? So, no, you will now, and I have no doubts, you will now be kept an eye on, not stalked, like you were doing to Mint Heart, Misanthropony, and try to do to Queen Serafina. No, you will be kept an eye on just in case you try to do this bullshit again if you are ever allowed to come back, and if you come back at all. Depends on how on top of things your mother is.
probably won't even be using this channel anymore. I'll probably be doing something else. But yeah, I have to see a psychiatrist now. I have to go to therapy and shit because you decide that you don't want to hear my side of the story. Instead, you want to go to Leo and get everything from him because, oh, he's your money daddy. Seriously, man.
No, you need to see a therapist because you need to understand what you did. You need to understand the ramifications for your actions, and you need to get a few screws in your head tightened. You very much need to see a therapist. And no, Leo, as I explained, is a guard of a few communities, and he does not take kindly to predators. And again, this is not me simping for somebody. Actually, again, I have very few users that I have very high respect for. Leo Convoy is one of them. I do not float around in the same communities. He does, but we do have crossed paths. We used to do more path crossing a few years ago when I did float around similar communities. He did, but no. This is... You got very fortunate that it was Leo dealing with you in the way that he did. Simply because, as I said, this could have been escalated to legal trouble on your end, and just your end alone, not your mother's, but yours, because you do sound like you were old enough to get charged properly. And I'm not a lawyer. I'm not even gonna try to indicate what the possible charges would have been had that been the level that it was taken to, but you were doing illegal activities and messing with people that you shouldn't have. You really need to take a step back, and I know it's been a week, but no, don't ever do this bullshit again, and people will keep tabs on you. Like, your voice is very distinct, your mannerisms, the way that is very distinct. So, and unfortunately, this is something that people have had to do in the past and still do, because unless there's actual real change from individuals like you, similar issues are going to arise. So I really hope you get understanding for what you did.
Fuck all you guys.
And I am done. So I do apologize. This video was long, but again, I've been watching this situation from the sidelines, and it got bad. And let this be a lesson to just the minors and other people watching. You don't do this to people online. And I know there's different situations. There's like, no. Here's the thing. No one's really, I'm not trying to police the internet. I don't think Leo Convoy or his group is trying to police the internet. Far from it. You just don't mess with people. You really don't. And also, on that same token, you don't go out of your way to make an ass of yourself online. That's from interactions, leaving breadcrumbs, doing the dumb thing of thinking you can poke at people with no ramifications. You don't do that. This situation could have been handled and escalated in a whole different way, but it wasn't. And like I said, I've known Leo Convoy, not like up close and personal, but I've had enough conversations with him, and because of the situation, he helped with me in my server. I have a lot of respect for this user, so the response video, I just kind of felt like, hey, you need to understand a few things here. You need to understand that should be lucky that Leo handled it the way that he did and didn't escalate it. So anyway, without further ado, as I said, watch all the videos, link in the description. Hopefully this is the last time this garbage comes up, but as I said before, people like Falconic, Toon Critic, Joshua Vita, Kira the Wolf have to be kept an eye on, tabs on. They try to run to different communities, do different things, and if there's no actual change, they end up doing the same shit again, causing more problems, creating more victims. And victims, not in the sense of actual rape, but victims of just harassment, cyber stalking. So, anyway, without further ado, I'm going to end it here. And just try to behave yourselves, please.